left off last time at the scene beneath the lighthouse, I was not able to fully re-listen to what exactly I said, but I'm pretty sure it was something along the lines of this man coming out, stepping out from the fog, and revealing himself to have a face with features similar to Rhea's. So that.
Every time you say that, I keep thinking that you're gonna end it with revealing himself to have a face. I don't know why. That's where I keep thinking you're going with it. It's just this was not a faceless person. This is a person.
I mean, that is a relief.
Specify they have a face worries me.
This guy has a face.
What if he didn't have a
it's
face,
kind
and
of
then all of a sudden we look to Rhea and she didn't have a face? Holy shit!
He stole Rhea's.
That's my secret.
Oh, no.
I'm secretly a charisma caster too. I don't have a face.
See, I took that one step further, and the guy stole your face, and that's why his face looks similar to yours.
Ooh.
It's just like Rhea's face,
I
but on
stole
like
your
a
face. masculine
masculine set face.
What could have possibly happened here? I don't know. One face is gone. A mysteriously similar face is now here. Maybe he has some leads.
Okay.
Okay.
The man turns to Piotr. So, you're the one who left the note?
Indeed. Tolgan Rask, I assume.
Yeah. He steps forward a bit. Just so you know, this is your meeting. I like to make a point to meet all potential associates on their way to town, but suggest you make good use of your time.
Well, I suppose I'll start with the conclusion. I want a job.
You want a job?
Yes. I am cuppers, burglar, dabbled in spying, of no meager skill. And I'd like to work for the largest outfit in town. And I'd rather not start at the bottom again.
He kind of looks you up and down, trying to evaluate this new figure that has made its way onto his territory. Why don't you roll a diplomacy check?
There's my die. That's 7 plus numbers.
The rest of us are like 200 feet on the shore, right?
18.
He's talking alone.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. I'm just sitting there holding Ray's hand or something.
Yeah, I assume you're all far back enough where you're not really in view, given the
Yeah.
whole come alone implications.
Yep.
Milo's took a leaf out of Piotr's book and is on a rooftop nearby.
Milo has become the lighthouse.
Fine. I'm not sure I'm willing to trust you yet, but we can find out what you can do.
I would be disappointed if you did trust me based on my word. If you need to give me a job to do as a test, that sounds more than fair to me.
Well, the local guard captain has been getting a little uppity, sticking his hands into things that are not his business. I've already let him know where his place in town is, but he seems intent on outstepping his bounds. I need you to send him a message. I'll leave the details to you, but there are more jobs and plenty of gold if you meet my lofty expectations.
This guard captain, does he have a name?
Gave it to us last time I wrote it down.
Yeah, I might have said it during the thing, so I'll let Dimitri check his notes because I didn't write it down. That would
Friggin.
show foresight.
Friggin, Captain Figgins.
Figgins.
You didn't give him a first name, so
Tal
Cap-
Figgins.
Al Figgins. Is there anything that's off limits for this message sending?
Let's just say that I want him scared. And I don't really care how.
No holds barred. Delightful. Well, I suppose I have a few questions as well. Do you have reach in any other towns besides this one, or are you a local operation?
I know people. You get to build up a network once you've been in my position for long enough.
Excellent. And second, have you been to Aquila?
I can't say I have the pleasure, but I keep in contact with some people, some sailors who travel back and forth between there.
Have you heard about the recent troubles?
See, would he have had time? Let's say that this is about like 2 or 3 weeks in. I heard some rumblings. Nasty business. Sounds like
Indeed.
good chunk of the city got taken out. You wouldn't have anything to do with that, would you?
If I said yes, would you believe me?
Kinda pauses, leaves a meaningful silence in the air. Well, I'll be keeping my eye on you.
I certainly hope so.
Better keep both of you.
It was nice meeting you. Well, once the job is done, how would you like me to contact you?
Come to the Leaky Caves. This time, don't sneak in. Let the boys out
Okay.
front know what your business is. They'll take you to who they need, they'll take you to the people who needs to know.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
Yep. You two go your separate ways. Yeah. Is there anything else that's going to happen during this short scene?
I'm gonna light a cigarette up on the roof.
I'm going to.
You're a doctor. Smoking kills.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna make meaningful eye contact with Ymitri and kind of like gesture him over to a corner.
I'm a doctor. I'm not
Wait,
perfect.
I'll be right back. Nah, I step away while she's scolding Milo.
Maybe it's a self-harm thing.
I'm gonna whisper in Ymitri's ear. I'm pretty sure he's Rhea's father. Dead ringer, if not.
Are you sure?
If not the man.
Do they look the same or something? Did he
Very
say so?
similar facial
You
features.
didn't. You just said you were alone, right? You didn't say she was here or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Figured I'd leave that up to you and her.
What did he ask you to do? Did it work?
Asked me to send a message to the local guard captain, tell him to quit poking his nose around.
Captain Figgins, I think. I saw him when I was at the what's the place called again? The
The
brothel.
wet docks?
The wet docks.
When I was at the wet docks. He's kind of a big fat guy and it was pretty loud, but I don't know. Like, send a message of what? Like say something to him?
Actions speak louder than words.
I'm like, okay, so he doesn't like him then.
No. I need to figure out where his weak points are and demonstrate the, whatever they call themselves, the mob, the guild, whoever they are, is willing to put pressure on them.
What if I could follow him one day and kind of force him to walk into where you are if you wanted to talk to him or something like that. Like I'd make it seem like people are following him, get him to change directions.
That would be very helpful. I think I'm going to do a bit of reconnaissance first, but yes, that sounds like a good plan.
It seems like he goes to the wet docks a lot.
Might be as easy as threatening to tell his significant other if he has one. Otherwise, we'll see.
Find out who his girl is.
I don't know how to tell Rhea if he really, really actually is her father. Because did he seem like he, you know, could be, or like did he say anything that would indicate that he cares or like has a kid or had been to?
I asked if he'd ever been to Aquila, but that's as far as I was willing to take it. I didn't want to hint at anything just in case. Especially since she doesn't know yet, does she?
I didn't say anything yet because I don't know how.
Oh. I can tell her if you want me to, but I leave that to your judgment.
I don't know. I just, what if he turns out to be terrible? And I don't know. It would break her heart if she's been looking for her parents for so long and then they're not what she wants them to be.
Well, he seems like my type, so yeah.
That's kind of a scary thing too, because what would he think of me? I don't know. I think it might be best if for now you're just the one who talks to him, maybe.
That's how I've been playing it so far, and I'm content to keep it that way.
Until we at least know him more. But I don't know. Ray is good at talking to me. I might accidentally tell. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
You tell me. If not,
I'll try.
I defer to your judgment. Anyway, let's get back to the others.
Yeah, I don't know. She was talking to Milo about something.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll go back over.
main screen.
Ray is teaching Milo like a hand clappy game.
Alright, I think that meeting was pretty productive.
Right.
Thankfully, didn't need the backup, so shall we go?
Yeah, it's still like, what, 15, 20 minutes for your birthday to run out? So we should go do something.
Suppose so.
Let's go push him in the ocean.
Ah,
Who said
I
that?
I did finish this, Piotr. I'm gonna pull out that silver short sword.
Nice!
I finished it
Fuck
a few
yeah.
days ago, so
I will
happy birthday.
strap it to the empty space in my hip where my other sword used to be.
It is time for the giveaway, by the way. So if any of
Right
y'all
on.
want a $25 Paizo gift card, I think it's !ticket1. So do that.
Did it actually enter me?
Yes. I think it did. Let
I'm
me find
sorry.
out.
Oh.
Where is it?
Yeah, I think it's.
It did not seem to go through, which is strange. That didn't go through either.
That one you missed a space.
Yeah, I did it without a space just to see if it.
Ah.
Nope. What is going on?
It knows.
Say
That actually could be it.
Huh. Yeah, well, I'll just leave it running.
Too soon.
We'll figure it out at some point, people. We'll get there.
Ticket or click it. Click it or ticket. Sorry, that's the New York way your
Oh, you know what
seatbelt
might have
slogan.
happened? No, it did show up on, I was like, maybe I was logged into the wrong account on Stream Elements, but anyways, I'm not seeing people who aren't us enter, so I'm just going to,
Postpone.
yeah. Anyways.
So what you're saying is I actually could have won it had I gotten an entry in.
had you gotten an entry in and had we run it.
I'm counting that as a victory in my book.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna switch scenes now over to Lysta.
What? Who am I?
Who is Lysta?
Who am I? Jean Valjean!
And I'm Javert.
How are you?
Okay, so you are going. Let's switch to the happier music. So you're going to be traveling for a couple of weeks with Ethrin, and it's pretty good traveling. You know, you haven't been on the road. You haven't been in nature this much, so I'm assuming that it's for a while. So I'm assuming it's a pleasant jaunt.
Abby, check your Discord if you can.
Anything in particular that you'd like to highlight during this trip besides the upsetting scene that we can jump to in a sec?
There's
like it's
lots
characters.
of plant
We're getting
gathering on the way. Gotta get them herbs. Gotta restock my herbs.
Can it cut to you reach for a plant while Ethrin reaches for a plant? Your hands touch on the plant.
I need to
Choir
make a
of
button for the
fairies
other one.
pops out and sings. It's the Fern Gully.
I can't stop doing this now that I've started.
Delayed, but
Bang.
Yes. That's appropriate.
Bang.
oh man, you would not believe how many takes that took.
How many ticks did it take?
At least 10. So, yeah, you do the thing with the hands.
God, sorry, this music is just making me think of all the Atelier games.
It's just so
Once.
delightful.
Just think I'm off gathering, getting stuff for my alchemy. No, I'm not an alchemist! Shit!
Joe's the alchemist.
Okay. Yeah, that all happens. Ethrin drags you to a couple beautiful sights that he saw on his way to Bottom Bay to go meet with you earlier. You see a beautiful overlook looking at the sea after you get to the top of the Devil's Shelf. You see a beautiful wide sweeping plains that has a nice river running through it. So on and so forth. For
Find
a whole
danger
day,
dongo, kill it. No.
for a whole day, a stray like field cat follows you.
I pet it, and I let it sit on my shoulder if it wants to.
Almir is jealous. Almir is extremely jealous.
I'll give Almir some scritches too.
Okay.
Do plants like scritches?
They do now.
Okay.
Some?
Actually, legitimately, I guess it's
Like
no
some
singing
really
is.
would.
It depends if it has a thigmotropism or not. Appropriately, the music stopped.
Stop.
Yeah, it was like aprotropism. What?
Like, you just said thigmotropism, and the music was like, no, I'm not vibing with it. Don't you bring science into this.
Heck off, science.
Back to Fantasyland.
Okay.
No science here.
And
Just
then
magic.
to interrupt this lovely jaunt through the Eurasian countryside, there's the scene that we had at the end of the episode before last, where you see in the fire the figure reading the names, the flock of crows coming out from behind her, flying into the town, and yeah.
Wait, so I'm sorry. Can you just like lay the scene a little bit more for viewers
Sure,
who
sure.
maybe don't remember how we ended
I
last
expect-
time?
I
That wasn't even
expect
last time. That was
like,
several times ago.
two
Was it?
or
I was like
three
last
episodes
month.
ago.
It was like a last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Before
so you're sitting by the fire, right? And you and Ethrin been talking, but there's kind of a lull in the conversation. Ethrin's whittling at a figure that he's been working on this whole time. He doesn't want you to see it, so he keeps on like hiding it wherever you look. And
That's sus.
you know, you do that thing where you just kind of like let your focus wander a little, and it just kind of naturally drifts
Fire,
into the fire.
Like, oh, proper pyros, yeah.
And after a while, you seem to sense like there's this figure inside the fire. It's holding this list, and it seems to be saying something. After a while, you hear what it's saying. It's working through a list of names, and I have the names somewhere in here. Might have been a different notebook. Anyways, reads through a list of names ominously and with great purpose. I'm not going to try and come up with names on the spot. Before finally finishing and saying, "Thank you for your sacrifice," leading to the flock of crows flying from behind her towards the city that her cliff overlooks. Fred, Hank, Carl Jr.,
Persephone.
Persephone, Pips and Pedalopoulos.
Should we be concerned about all the people whose names you're putting up? Are they people that should be concerned for themselves?
Tamil
I don't know. I think
Schmuggums.
they're people that we should thank for their sacrifice, right?
I think it was a bit more ominous of a sacrifice.
I need to make a button for canon. I really need to make a button for canon. Excuse me while I do that for myself and nobody else quick.
I mean, you are the DM.
Betrayal.
Oh, did you see that? No, I didn't.
Well, viewer, we're hoping you're having a good day today. It's
I mean, yeah, I
Wednesday.
was kind of
You're
expecting
hanging
you
in
to
there. We
start
are
that scene
too.
since I kind of cut it short.
So, welcome. Thanks for watching.
Does anyone want to dance to that harmonica jam anymore? Because that was fun as hell.
Dude, anytime. Anytime it's
Yeah?
harmonica jam time, I'm here to dance to it.
I wish I
Right,
could change my
so-
background to be like a moving field. So
Abby,
like I'm
can I
walking
tell you
through a
about one of the
forest.
records I used to listen to at my parents' house when I was a kid?
I will be mad at you if you
boy.
don't.
It is a record of a harmonica choir, and
Oh.
they play upbeat polka with only different size harmonicas. They have a
that's dope,
bass. They have a bass harmonica, and it's amazing. It's like steel band, but instead of fun Caribbean music, it's like
It's
polka.
just polka. it's all harmonica themed music.
Anyway, do you want to? If you ever want to hear a song that's like definitely not with the times anymore,
Yes, that's exactly
should-
what I want.
you should look up a song called "I Don't Want Her."
I don't want her.
Yep.
Harmonica.
I don't want her.
Okay.
And just so you know, the chorus of the song is "I don't want her, you can have her. She's too fat for me."
Oh, no, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, it's like not with the times at all.
Boo, bad recommendation. Crossing it
But-
out. I'm sure the song itself slaps faces.
No,
That's what the kids say when it's good, right? It slaps
Yeah.
faces.
That's the problem with the song, is that it's like so upbeat and cheerful that as a kid I never questioned the lyrics, because I was like, yes, this is happy music, this must be good. It's not about a good thing at all.
So sad.
Okay.
Sorry. Sometimes music is sexist, especially if it's from times when most people were sexist.
So, yes,
Be
Yeah.
careful what your kids listen to.
all of the eras.
Moral of the story.
Lysta, you've been quiet for a while. Something wrong?
Did you see that?
No, what are you talking about? Is there something in the fire?
Yes, it was a woman. She's reading off names?
Oh. Oops. Alright, I know how to fix this. Sorry, just a sec. There we go.
Too zoomed in.
Too zoomed in.
She was reading off names.
That's strange. You don't dabble in divination magic, do you?
Not generally. I say as I check druid magic. Of druid magic, man. Of magic of the druids.
Yeah. Eventually, someday, I'll be able to fix the whole Abby and Marit are like super zoomed in on this setting, because I finally went to the work of making things more complicated so I could do that. But for now,
Just get to aggressively see how poorly I did my makeup.
I have that problem all the time.
so,
It seemed really ominous. There's a whole murder of crows also.
that does seem bad. That names and crows are rarely used in good magic.
I don't remember where it was though. She was overlooking a city on a cliff. It didn't look like Bottom Bay though.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder. And he whips out this world map, I guess. I wonder where that could be. You all can spend some time looking at if you want. You can roll a perception or society.
I'll roll a perception, the one I'm good at. We'll use the smoky
I know how to fix
dex.
this. I know how to fix this.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. You spend some time.
Awesome.
So 16.
You spend some time looking and get nothing.
I don't know what any of this is. I've never been. I mean, really, I just went straight from Rellinvas to Bottom Bay to Aquila, and then on my first day I met Piotr, and yeah. He helped show me where. What? Oh god. I went too far back in my notes where it stopped being notes and it was just notes that I took on video games. Morok, who just also happened to be his neighbor at the time.
Yes, I suppose I too kind of rushed through here when I was going to go to Aquila and didn't spend much time taking in the broader country. Perhaps someone in Rellinvas might have more information. Excuse me. Although, it is curious. You said that you saw something in the fire, right?
Yes.
Oh, it just brings to mind some of the things that Anananke was talking about, all that weird Path of the Fire stuff.
Yes. If only we could still talk to her.
Well, she's with the gods now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I mean, who knows? It was all orchestrated by those old dentists. Who knows what they can do?
Yeah, that is troubling.
I'm really concerned with how confident Dimitri seems that he has the upper hand there.
Yes, that was concerning. We have almost too many things to relay to our elders once we get back to the Hollowed Rainier.
Yes.
Anyways, he gets back to whittling quietly, trying to take his mind off of the topic at hand. Time passes. Oh god, sorry about that.
Time passes and we all have a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down.
Please do. It's always terrifying.
It
But
is always terrifying. It is Danger Doggo time, though.
There's enough scary things happening in 2020. We
Fun
don't need
fact.
this spooky noise, too.
apparently, I need to cross a bridge over Odai River at signpost, head north toward Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Molig Mar. Turn right and head uphill. An old road cross Dwemer Bridge. Entrance east side of Foyada. Crank to open doors.
Okay, back to main scene. Oh, that is the wrong
Hello.
one. Okay.
Hello.
I'm not seeing anybody in the chat for How to End the World, and then also we got started hella late today, so we're just gonna keep on trucking, if that is fine with everyone.
Works.
That's
with me.
fine with me.
Joe, you told us to ask you questions and you're not answering any of them,
Right?
and that's making
Yeah,
me feel
I
upset.
was not. I looked away from chat right after I asked that, and I am sorry. So I'm gonna answer all these right now.
That's all right. I'm
my
just calling you
favorite-
out. It's fine.
Good lord.
Sorry, Ian. My favorite reagent is probably marinara sauce. I love it in anything. It's delicious. Are T-Rex's geomancers? No, they're all dead. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? Honestly, I'm probably going to stay inside. I'm not going to call anyone. I'm going to turn the lights off and pretend I don't exist. Hashtag Harry Potter defense strat. What's a drink you like being prepared a little bit differently than normal? I like dirty chai, which is a
Sorry about that. OBS crashed.
I did a rant and it crashed OBS. I'm sorry. I'm making you
Pretty
all
much.
list
Your
because Joe
passion.
likes lists.
It's too much to make it across the airwaves.
No, in reality, I was trying to fix some stuff, and then that was too much for it. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. Anyways, so time passes, and you make it to Rellinvas, Lysta.
Oh.
It's much like you remember it, and I can bring up a map here in a second. Where is it? It was under supplements, and then... Sorry, I'm trying to bring up the map of of the city. That... Okay, what's going on with everything today? Everything's broken. No map of
2020
Rellinvas.
strikes again!
No map of Rellinvas. So you arrive in the city, and it's much as you remember it. It's basically a mixture of like a treetop village mixed with a number of things on the ground. You know, there's rope bridges and zip lines connecting a number of treetop platforms. There's the beautiful Zen garden off in the corner. There's the hot spring baths that you remember. And as you approach, you see first one elf and then several others, more and more, poke their heads out of their huts and then start chattering to each other excitedly as they're happy that their wandering brother and sister have returned. You get to the base of the stairway up to the top of the trees, and you and Etherin climb. When you reach the top, though, there's already a party waiting for you. There's the village elder, whose name I don't know if I established.
I think it was in your lore doc.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up now.
Ah, I don't remember who it is though. I should
Shit, I'm like in the
probably-
lobby of the massage parlor. This kicking tunes. Yes, I'll take Nicole today.
Okay. Right. So, Alu Silis, who is extremely old, but being an elf, doesn't super show it. She looks well younger than her age, in human terms. There's also two elders from the Hallowed Rainier. Alu, nope, just did Alu. Lysel, and what's an elf name?
Chris.
So I have the list of, there's a list of the Council of Five who
Oh,
rule the
perfect.
druids.
Perfect.
There's Dalasir Realith for Ella Mirin, Hassan Kordef, Nanella Piernef, and Moranel Lake.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Dalasir kind of stands at the front and says, I see you've returned.
Yes, so much has happened, but first and foremost, it's good to see you all again, and she'll like bow.
Yes. Dalasir bows back and then kind of seeing his composure break, he just kind of like goes in and hugs both of you. I realize it's not very traditional, but we were worried based on some of the signs we were seeing, and we're just so happy to have you both back.
It was a close thing at that. There's so much to say. So many things happened so very quickly.
Of course, and you'll have time to tell us all about it, but for now, we need to celebrate.
Yes, I could at the very least use a trip to the baths.
Of course.
It's been a long time since I've had access to a decent one.
Yes, we kind of figured that you two would like some time to relax, so as soon as the scouts told us you were coming back, we made sure to prepare a little something special for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Yeah. The crowd kind of like half disperses, you know, he kind of makes way for everybody else. There's this long procession of, you know, greetings and welcoming backs. A number of people who you know come up, shake your hand, hug you, etc., etc. And it's maybe like a solid half hour later before you finally get to go to the baths.
Hot spring baths, here I come.
Is there anything you, Marit, want to see there?
See in the baths?
I mean, like, is there anything you
Or
think
any
I can
Lysta
think of
would
I can think of
particularly
a
like there?
spot of Ethrin.
Anything in the town?
It's left clavicle.
Yeah, what I'm asking is, like, is there anything that you would think Lysta would particularly appreciate in the baths?
Oh, in the baths.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or Ethrin.
Lavender is very relaxing.
I was going to say some nice flower petals and herbs, and that was scary, Alex. Too close.
Lavender and mint are nice because lavender will help relax you. Mint stimulates your memory, so your mind will wander. And on top of it all, you've been traveling a while, and lavender repels ticks.
Lavender's my favorite scent.
I do usually get lavender bath salts. Though recently I got matcha green tea bath salts.
Love green tea baths.
We are so easily distracted.
Bats, man.
Dude, we
Oh, that
like
was Milo,
baths.
by the way.
Hashtag bath culture.
Am I allowed to take green tea baths?
Okay.
You bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow he would if he
Does
could.
he keep that a secret?
Probably not. I don't think he's ever mentioned it, but he probably wouldn't keep it a secret.
We'll catch you in there one day.
Yeah, some like
you
some good.
you do know that he likes baths though, right?
You have a lot of green tea.
I
in the
haven't
cabinet
picked up on
somewhere.
that yet.
Nah, I'm pretty sure
Milo likes
hates
bats.
bats.
What? What?
Fun fact, all of my characters ever have liked baths because Joe himself likes baths.
What?
Okay.
All my characters are bitches.
I also sit when I pee.
Evan himself
me.
is a bitch.
See, my only problem with baths is that the standard bath in a house is just not fucking deep enough,
Yeah, they're not even big enough. I want it to be the miniature pool just for me.
right?
So that's what you gotta buy.
We
Like,
are getting off topic
if
so
I'm taking-
Yeah.
If I'm
Okay.
taking a
Seriously,
bath,
guys.
I only want to take a
seriously,
rich person bath.
seriously. Let's try
Back
and
on
move
track.
things forward a bit. You take your bath with those flowers and those herbs and the beautiful sweet scents entering your nostrils. Etherin gives you a nice, only kind of adult massage.
I'll return the favor.
Yeah. And you have some time to kind of get your bearing back again, reconnect with your city.
Go visit the Druid Gardens.
Yeah.
A mile,
What ESRB rating is your?
a couple miles away from the city. Where I have my little bungalow that I live in.
Mm-hmm.
Pick some of the fruit.
Over the coming, seriously, again? Why
Did
does
you guys
it...
have like a God of War style massage and bath, or was it like an Animal Crossing thing?
The
Yes.
whole bathhouse is pixelated with the
In the
Sims
middle?
mosaic. So who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
All in between.
The steam covered it, you can tell.
Over the coming days, I assume you relate the tales of your travels
Yes.
and the whole Hollowed Rainier.
They summoned a god. I thought I took over Etherin, but he's better now.
Oh yes, that was very unfortunate.
Also, the druids that called me there just kind of threw up their hands, shrugged, and they're like, well, we can stop them from murdering fish, but you know what? I don't really care if they summon a god.
Pretty much, though, yeah. That was Morok's position, was,
Yeah.
as long as you know,
Stop the murdering of all of the animals, you know.
yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah. Yeah, the whole druid community seems very interested in everything that you have to say. I don't know if you let it go to your head, but the whole audience like hangs on to your and Ethrin's every word as you relate tales from outside the city, which most of them don't get the chance to hear, let alone experience themselves.
Also, I've learned that every place with docks smells like urine. I don't know why.
Oh, the urine.
I have a theory.
It's all you, Matri.
Oh, well, I was talking to Ymitri one time. He was telling me about this game that they all play. Very curious.
Oh boy.
Why? I mean, wood is very absorbent once it's been cut. It's a terrible idea.
That's what I told him, but I think that was kind of a secondary concern.
I guess.
They have very strange senses of civic ownership over in Aquila. It's not like here where everybody wants to keep a nice city.
Oh yes, it was a mess in several places. I mean, in the warehouse we ended up staying at, there was a closed sandwich shop that Dimitri just kept talking about. He was like, oh yeah, when it was open, it used to have the most delicious sandwiches. I wish it was still open. Maybe we should open it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just kind of this awkward pause when they all just try and digest that thought. Lysta running a sandwich shop.
Well, I think he wanted to run it. I don't really know. He was kind of all over the place with where he wanted to go in life. I don't think he knows.
Well, I guess that's not in the cards anymore.
No, that sandwich shop is either very soaked in with blood from the sky or, you know, probably burned down.
Probably. I am definitely glad we got out of the city when we did.
Oh, yes. I am sure that it must have just been a confusing mass of hysteria for days after that. Possibly weeks. I mean, it's not every day that blood falls from the sky, the earth rips itself open, and fish-like people walk the streets.
Yes, no doubt. Anyways, so this is. I should come up with an actual vote. Let's do something that's easy to differentiate. Afarala, who I'm assuming based on the name is a woman. Afarala changes the topic. So about this vision that you said you had.
Yes.
You said it sounds somewhat like divination magic or something like that. You say you don't know what caused it?
No. Catherine and I we had set up camp and we were just sitting by the fire. And I kind of zoned out for a bit and I just noticed a woman in the fire and I didn't feel anything special happen before that or didn't try and do anything.
I'm curious. What do you think we should do about this?
Well, I'm a little concerned that it means that another part of the cult that had been summoning God before, because we do know that they're in several other places, might be on the rise and doing something.
Yes. Normally we wouldn't involve ourselves in the affairs of magic, but I am curious about what purpose they have with the crows.
Yes.
And if this is tied back to, what'd you say, the Twisted Fang?
Yes.
If
At
this-
least that's what they were known in Aquila. I don't know if they go by the same name elsewhere.
Fair. I fear that there might be more environmental damage coming. The world is already so out of balance, and even more so since the events that you helped stop. I'm not sure how much more this world can handle. It seems so much to ask, but, well, I don't... it seems so much to ask, but would you be willing to put your return to your life here on hold for just a little bit longer?
Yes. I think I need to find out if this is still somehow involved with that mess.
Yes. And, of course, it might just be nothing. It's entirely possible that the druids, the Hollowed Rainier, has no concern in this, and hopefully you can come back to us soon.
Yes, if it seems like nothing, I'll just come back. Yes.
And you, Ethrin? Ethrin looks down at the figure that he's been whittling, still unwilling to show it. Looks back up. I suppose I can be gone for just a little bit longer. Kind of looks meaningfully at Lysta and then back at his elder.
Insight check.
Yeah, you can roll a perception if you want.
That's cacked. That's also cocked. Well, I got one of the two answers from the first one, which was 2. So 17.
17 on a 2. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty perceptive just naturally, so you pick up that Ethrin doesn't really want to go, but he does kind of want to stick around with you. You also catch a peek at what he's been carving, and it seems to be a humanoid figure.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I hope I can stay for a little bit. I don't know how urgent it is, but
Well, of course, we wouldn't expect you to set off quite so soon. We really are going to have to make the most of the last few days that we have you.
yes.
We'll
Plus, I mean, we do need to figure out hopefully what city that was even saw.
Yes, we'll have to get the rest of the Druid Order and the city together for a feast before sending you on your way again.
Yes. Be lovely.
Anyways, the situation kind of seems to reach a natural conclusion, and all of the other people who had been listening to your tales of what happened kind of stand up to go back to whatever they were doing. Do you have anything that you want to do while you're here in Rellinvas?
I want to tend to my garden. Kind of get a little bit of normalcy back.
Yeah.
I want to see my friends, say hello, do research on this vision that I just had.
How do you have an idea how you're going to go about the research, or?
I was going to go to the library.
Why don't you roll a Why don't you roll a perception check first?
To the library.
I heard that in Sokka's voice.
I got a 17 again.
Okay. With 17, you begin picking through books, and you think that there might be a couple of things that could potentially be useful. There's, of course, books on magic, especially divination magic. There's books on religion and religious acts, and there's books on natural phenomenon that are related to, wild magic. Are there any of those 3 that you wish to pursue further?
Probably wild magic. What were the other ones?
So it's basically, normal magic, religious magic, wild magic.
I'd say wild magic.
Okay. And can you roll a nature then?
Much better. That is going to be 30 something. 36.
Okay. So I don't know the nature spell list or the wild magic spell list, whatever it's called, primal, offhand. However, you learn as much as you need to about any potential divination spells in that list.
So the ones I already knew.
Yep. We'll say up to level 6, though.
Mhm.
However, you don't really find anything that particularly elucidating to the phenomenon that you experienced on the road.
Okay.
Some more time passes. You have you regain your sense of normalcy. You get to get caught up with all of your friends, talk about the various interpersonal changes, the quarrels that maybe aren't as private as the entrants would have liked, the new relationships, the gossip about who's stepping who.
Mhm.
And of course, you have the celebratory yet still somewhat somber feast to mark your return and then also pending departure. It's a very raucous night for elves. Everybody kind of lowers the standard of decorum, especially since it's rare that they have opportunity to have such a big coming together event. And yeah, everybody says their hellos and goodbyes, all that fun stuff.
Cool. Yeah. Collect my stuff and I guess head back to Bottom Bay the next day. Not the next day after I get there, but like
Yeah.
probably after a week or two.
Okay. You begin your long trek back. And switching back to main scene. So, we are going to go on a 10-minute break, and then when we get back, we will do some more stuff. So stick around, especially if I didn't take my BRB scene off of the thing. Here we go. Finger guns in the chat. So
There's always finger guns.
there you go, Pythix. Yeah. So drawing, we are doing that.
I had to turn off my phone because it's about to die.
Yeah.
So sad.
So I started the thing in.
Forget that's there.
Oh. We're all muted doing debrief. Muted. What's
So
going
I
on?
just
Oh!
Like, you can't mute the finger guns.
We shouldn't be muted. I'm seeing
Wow.
bounces on the soundboard input on my end, so I'm going to assume that it's Carter.
I can hear us, yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah,
all
so
of y'all.
we have the gift card giveaway thing, and I do not know how to make it actually accept entries, so oh hey.
It's like you're gonna have to give everybody a gift card.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure that's
Hello?
it. No,
Can I speak to the manager?
I'll write down people who are actually entering, and then just roll it I. Why not? So we have Carter, and if anybody else wants to, just let me know in the chat through something.
Can I specifically join against Carter with more probability to make sure he doesn't win?
No.
Damn.
Also, yeah, Piotr, you have
Aw.
2 hero points, and Lysta, you have 2 hero points.
Oh, so nice.
I will use them
Maybe.
for good.
How'd that happen?
Yep.
Oh,
Gotta pay attention to the chat, man.
Queen of the Stone Age. I love that band. Josh Homme's a genius.
Dude, they bought our buddy tickets after he got kicked out of their show. Do you remember that? They're great dudes.
Dude, that band. Well, it's many people, but Josh Homme's the primary brains behind it. But yeah, that band's always sweet. Listen to them. Cool name.
You're trying to suck up, and
No,
that's not how you
that
get hero
band
points.
excites me. I love that band, dude.
It is a good band, but you're trying to suck up.
Don't tell me what I am doing. I know what I'm doing.
Anyways,
Do you know what I am saying?
But yeah, I play Ymitri. Give me a hero point.
so we're gonna switch back now. Before we were talking about Lysta's brief respite in Rellinvas, and now we're gonna go back to Bottom Bay. So
It's just tricking back to that place.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. At least Ethrin is with you. Okay, I was going to do this. I forgot. So on the day of your departure,
At least I
Ethrin
get some booty. I mean, what?
takes you aside. So I finally finished that carving I've been working on.
Oh.
And, well, it's a little embarrassing, but
Is it a booty?
I was trying to think of the most beautiful thing I could carve, and, well, he kind of like shyly holds it over towards you, and it's you in a cute pose.
Thank you. This is wonderful.
It's a carving of Milo.
Sorry, part of me was hoping it was himself.
It's not canon, but I
The
knew
most
it.
beautiful thing you can see. Wait, we have that's canon works?
No.
Oh. Oh.
It's not a Milo, it's a Lysta.
Oh no, the cannon works.
Oh, yeah.
There
Yeah.
should be horns with that.
No, no. Last
like
time we did horns, it turned out horribly.
Like an air horn.
No, that's the worst.
Yeah. The problem is that
Veto.
so with that sort of thing, you have to keep it like really constrained time-wise. Like even that's running too long. So that's as
Maybe just like
as
a
we got.
and that way you can hit it like 6 times. It'll go.
I'll save
I
that.
like some
I'll save
game
that for
streamers
something
who have,
else.
like a 30-second video when someone like follows or subscribes or something. And it just cuts to like a 20-minute commercial for them.
It wasn't cool when MLG did it. It ain't cool when you do it, Milo. To any MLG people out there,
Milo's not moving.
come at me, bro. I'm jacked. 1v1 me IRL.
So
Fox,
One
Final
15
Destination, no
open.
items.
So jacked.
so yeah, he shows you a figurine. This
I'll
way,
fight that.
even if we get separated, I'll have something to remind me of you. This kind of awkwardly looks away. I should
I'll
Go.
grab it,
pack my things.
pull him in, and give him a kiss.
Oh. He blushes furiously.
I like it when they
Anyways, I need to go pack.
All right.
Back in Bottom Bay.
Not even packed.
Are we on the same night
Milo.
or different day?
So how many rashes has Milo seen today?
fewer than other days.
Well, so we're in this kind of awkward area in time, right? So we're kind of like moving forward 3-ish months, but also kind of handling some of the stuff that happens during the middle of that. So I think about a month in, Piotr, or if you have a preference on time, whatever.
I was gonna get the test job done as soon as I could to impress
Okay.
them, but
Okay, what do you have in mind?
well, first I'm gonna stake out the guy's place and just generally try and hear about his habits, hear the rumors about town about him, see like, hey, does he have a family?
Okay.
Is him going to the wet docks like is that socially acceptable? What else? What other dirt can I find on him? That sort of thing.
Go ahead
Hey,
and roll. I'll allow either society or perception
Cool. I will use perception because it
or
is better.
diplomacy. One of the three.
Use perception because it is better. If my character sheet will ever go to the right place. That's a die on the floor. Where's my other d20? There it is. I'm gonna hero point that.
They're disposable.
It increased by 1, so 22.
Okay. Yeah, you
And the fell on the floor was a 15. Whoops.
spend some time staking out Mr. Figgins, Chief Figgins. Over this time, you determine that he has a very friendly relationship with the baker, probably stemming from their donuts. In addition, you find out that his relationship with his wife is not terribly healthy. It's mostly,
It's doing
It's-
about as good as his waistline.
student buzz. They're together because they're supposed to be together. It's that kind of thing.
Okay, so she probably knows he goes to the cat house pretty often.
She probably
got
goes
it.
there too. For being honest.
Cool,
Yeah,
that's a dead end.
yeah.
good to know.
You see that Figgins has 3 children, Tom, Dick, and Jane.
Vacation to the wet docks, so mom and dad
Wanna-
can get off.
Wanna give them
not
both
together.
gonorrhea?
We're not together.
No!
Modern.
That's a
And-
good threat.
Finally, you find out that he takes an extreme amount of pride in his reputation with the guards on the force.
So he has a good reputation with them?
He thinks he does. It's one of those things where they're all sucking up to him. He's like really proud of how much they all like him. But he's a Michael Scott. He's a Michael Scott.
Is there anybody he answers to? Like, does he answer to the mayor?
He does
Scott's-
answer to
His
yeah,
mom, the mayor.
he does answer to the mayor,
Nepotism.
yes.
All right, I'd like to take some time to figure stuff out about the mayor. See what his, see how upright he is. See what kind of stuff he gets up to. Whether
Okay.
he would disapprove of anything that the captain is doing.
I have not done that. Okay. So Mayor Mayor Clippins is mostly a figurehead of the city. Bottom Bay, truly, when you get down to its core, is run by Rask. What was his name?
Holgan?
Tolgan is run by Tolgan Rask. So Clippins is mostly there to put on a show, so to speak. And
Yet he couldn't even afford one kid. we
kind
know
of keep the veneer of order so that nobody from outside the city, from the broader Eurasian government, gets any ideas. Welcome back, Carter. You're the only one who expressed interest in the gift card, so
Congratulations!
Hey, I'm interested in the. Oh.
You've won!
by default.
Hey, winning by
By
default
default.
is still a victory.
Yeah, we'll figure it out over in the over Discord or something.
Figure it out.
I'm now leaving for no raise and
I am a wiener. Your words.
I'm gonna let somebody else take over the spotlight and roleplay while I puzzle out exactly how I want to approach this. Whether I want to go red hatchet or more subtle than that.
Sounds like a plan. Other things that we have to. Fair enough, Carter. Some people. What was I gonna say? All right. The other thing that we have on the agenda for the break, in addition to the many, many tainted genitals of Dr. Milo, is emptying the barrel.
Yes.
Which does not deserve this sad music, and
It
instead deserves the porn organ,
Yeah.
The Porgan.
the Porgan playlist.
Listen, if you're pumping organs, you need to listen to the organ. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's either that or the harmonica.
So emptying the barrel is a tradition in Iratai where whenever somebody new comes to town, the local populace, which consists of generally very tightly knit communities, especially on the local level, neighborhoods and stuff like that, they all want to celebrate. So they get a giant ass barrel of alcohol, and the goal of the night is to finish it and tell stories. Given that all of you have just arrived, and given that you've been around,
barrels?
huh? No, it's just one. Just one for the group. It's going to be a town-wide celebration though, so it's a little bit bigger than usual.
Milo, drink 5 barrels. Now.
Do it.
Drink, 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 drink,
And he can't hold his breath for 25 minutes.
drink, 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 drink. Ah!
Hydrated.
What the hell did I just witness?
You just got me encouraged to drink water because you got to stay hydrated.
Dude,
I mean, they were doing it in sync and everything, so I feel like I'm missing a reference here.
No, we're just that good.
Nah.
we just know how to party.
Okay. Is
We've
we don't
been to
have
college.
we don't have to go in detail if people don't want to, or we could go in detail. Dealer's choice.
On what?
Finishing the barrel.
Oh.
On what we were just chanting over and over again.
You can't just dangle
I mean,
role-playing drunk
we
in
ha-
front of us and then take it
Yeah, do
away
we-
and be
do
like,
we
well, that
do
happens.
Pretty much a meal RP is what you're asking us to do, or do we not?
A meal RP with an irresponsible amount of alcohol?
Yeah, because that's the whole.
So no shit, there we were. Blood rain falling from the sky. We're with this one elf, that they're shifty a lot. You can never trust them. We're trying to escort him to the center of the city so he can stop this ritual to to have a dark god come out of the woodwork or the blood work or the whatever it is. Ask Milo if he knows all about body stuff.
Should be a stonework, actually. We were in a city street.
Fair. Anyway, so no shit, there we were. We fight off thousands of, or at least it felt like, thousands of these mercenaries who were being sent in there. Real crooked types. Thought they were the law of the land, and in fact they kind of were. But we fought them off to a man. No fires were set, I promise.
A few fires were set.
And then, during the ritual to stop this god from coming forth, this god comes forth. It's totally the elves' fault, I promise. The elves. Can't trust them. Never trust them. So no shit, there we were. Fighting an evil god. At one point, Ymitri here. Oh, he has his
Yep.
blood sucked out of him, all of it, and then it's like forcibly shunted back into him like spikes. Oh, it was terrible. He almost died like 3 times. Oh. And I rode him the things back, tried to stab it, and Rhea punched it a lot, and Milo like leaped over a 20-foot chasm. It was ridiculous. He should have just fallen into lava. Did I mention the lava? There was lava below us, and he made it across, and
Was gonna die.
yeah, he helped us not die because he's a doctor.
Piotr, when's the
Bro.
last time you should get?
I
Here,
think you
take
might
my
add
hold
too
my
much.
water. Take a sip if you need. I'm gonna go get another.
Cheers.
I'm trying to remember the gnome voice that I did yesterday.
You might want to take it back a little bit. I mean, lava in the middle of a city?
Hey, I didn't make the rules. I just stabbed a guy there.
Did you miss the
guys.
part where it was raining blood?
I led with that part. That's the most, okay, is metal a term in this world? That's the most metal part.
Well, I mean, I've heard some rumors about the blood, but not the lava. There are no lava there.
Most people weren't in the center of it, bud. They tried to escort people out. Excuse me.
Yep, there was lava.
I guess I'm playing a dwarf in this.
Magma. No, lava, because it was on the surface. That's the
All
difference.
dwarves
right?
have
Halfway through this stuff,
Scottish
huh?
accents. It's canon.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so there's that one guy. We'll call him Krignar.
Is that Krignar?
Am I Krignar?
Yes, you are Krignar. The
I mean,
Ash
yes,
Clan
I
dwarf.
am Krignar.
Yes.
You wandered into town. I don't know. You can give your character a backstory if you want. I don't need to invent
I'm
one.
on the boats plenty.
Okay.
Trust me. I've heard the rumors. Although,
Is it
I
strange
mean,
that I immediately defaulted to thinking of you as a dwarf?
that was my point.
Okay, cool. It's always Scottish
It's
accent,
always-
always dwarf. Got it.
It's always a dwarf.
I'm gonna walk over to Ray and just like.
You
"Is that
know,
not the most
one
enthusiastic?"
time I was out on the ocean. I don't know where this accent's going.
That's okay. Just commit.
About the ocean.
and
Channel.
pretend
I was
it's
out on the
Scottish
ocean.
or dwarvish.
I was out
Saw
on
through
the
it.
ocean.
Yes.
And the weirdest fucking thing happened. We got surrounded by goblins on dolphins. Who
Yeah.
fucking knew that goblins could ride dolphins?
Did they make you play tug of war over a pig?
Actually, yes.
We met those dolphins too. What the heck?
Also, the
Heckin' heck, my dude.
Oh, they make a great pig roast.
Oh, we actually. Well, I kept the
Knew
pig.
it.
Stop trying to eat my pig, Milo.
Like, I don't know
Looks
where they get their
delicious.
spices.
Just stop telling people we have one.
Never had one before like that. Probably never will again.
Yeah, at the mention of pig, so what was Mr. Pig? Was
Mr.
it?
Pig.
Mr. Pig has been drinking out of the punch bowl, and when the pig roast comes up, just kind of like oink.
They're only Mr. Pig. If they
I'm
could
gonna
have
stare at him when
something
he
that
looks
looks
over.
just like you, and you'll be fine.
Dimitri, I have a plan. We need to get a costume to disguise Mr. Pig. I think like a sheep one. Let's dress him up like a sheep.
I
Well,
think that
you
would
know,
make him even more attractive because
them
then
darn
they'd
well.
want to take his skin and eat him. Once
There's
they
been
realize that
rumors
he's-
of strange dog-like creatures around lately, so you might want to be careful. Still might eat your pig, even if it's shaped like a sheep.
We should
Maybe we
You should
should-
eat it before they can.
We should.
my,
dress him
my
up
ears are
like a
gonna
wolf.
perk up at that.
Let's
Look
dress
at
him up
Milo
like a-
staring at the
like a
pig.
spooky
I'm gonna look
dog
at the pig for a
character.
second. I'm gonna charge at it. I'm gonna tackle it over. Get down, Mr. President!
Maybe
I'll
we
tell
just
him.
Large
pig for
clatter. Everybody
maybe
like
we just
stops for a
give
second.
Piotr some more alcohol and he protects the pig. He's awfully I've never seen him really this enthusiastic about anything. It's actually kind of entertaining.
Have you seen Piotr drunk? That's a good
You
question.
should be like this more.
Oh.
This is fun.
No, he said more words in like 30 seconds than he normally does most of the day.
True. Piotr,
kind
you
of wanna ask
should
my
tell us
random
another
question.
story.
Yeah, tell us another story. Tell us about the most menacing animal you've run into.
Oh no. This pig is looking down on me, and I'm not sure.
But that's
At least
because
it
you're
shows
holding
Oh,
him.
it's cute.
What about one
Okay,
that
you
had
can go.
claws and teeth, maybe?
So no shit, there we were. We were in this cave. This goblin pirate cave. Yeah, it was a goblin pirate cave. Well, this other elf we were traveling with at the time, a bit more reliable than the other one. Bit still elf though. They have ears like this. I'll gesture to my own ears. Don't trust me. It put a spell on me that I could
Your friend's pretty
breathe
racist.
underwater, and I found a whole bunch of sunken pirate treasure. And after that, we found a cave entrance underwater that was blocked off by this big ass boulder. So we blew it the hell up with, I don't know, thunderstones and alchemist fire. I think.
As just some thunderstones, just pure sound.
Are you
And
okay,
then this.
Milo?
This crazy bastard, I'll put my arm around Milo, he decided that not only did he want to blow up the stone, he wanted to surf the ensuing wave down into the cave. Oh, and then we, right, point of the story, biggest, scariest animal I've ever fought. Then we fought, I shit you not, a megalodon shark. Thing was huge. We thought, oh, it's in the water, we're out of the water, we're fine. Thing comes up like 20, 30 feet out of the water, grabs one of us, drags us back into the water. For Phil. We'll miss you. I think I might have met Phil up. Anyway, so that's story told.
Oh.
Yep, that's the answer.
Did Phil really fill up the shark?
No,
I
shark kept
threw-
trying to kill us.
I threw a bomb down its throat when it lunged at me.
Oh, you like to work with explosives, eh?
He gave it some really good heartburn.
Sometimes.
I stood on top of its back and punched it right in the brain.
That was impressive.
Have you ever worked with the Mark 23 dynamite?
I didn't know there were 23 kinds of dynamite. I thought there was one.
No.
Is it the kind that goes boom?
Well, they all go boom, but they all go boom with slightly different levels. It depends on how you mix all the powders together.
Milo, wake up! Milo, wake up! You gotta listen to this guy. He really knows his stuff about the boom things.
Milo, you need to drink some water too.
Dimitri, don't tell people to drink water. We're supposed to be drinking from the barrel. We gotta empty it.
There's a water barrel for a reason to... Never mind. Do you need a refill?
Yes.
What are we booming, Rhea?
Good barrel. We're booming. What should we blow up?
You're just booming some of the people over at the wet docks, eh, Stuff?
Hey, Milo.
The wet ducks. I've heard that there has been a real cleanup over there, if you know what I mean.
The man of the
good.
hour right here. Everyone clap.
Oh no,
No one
they
claps.
don't have that there anymore.
Nobody has. No claps, only snaps. Got him.
I'll come back with the new drinks for me.
Okay, I'm
Rhea.
gonna make a gif of that.
Please don't.
But like,
Here you
can I
go.
though?
They said
I
we're
mean,
just
you can do
halfway
what you
on the
want.
barrel. You
You're a
can see
strong,
the
independent
top of the red
man.
line.
Pardon?
Oh.
Dimitri, what'd you say?
They said we're just halfway on the barrel because you can see the top of the red line on the inside. So
This kid here, he looks like he really knows his way around the wet docks, eh?
Yeah,
do
do
you
you
see
really
the red
know your
line?
way around
Made
the
of
wet
wood.
docks, Dimitri?
He
Tell us a
spent quite a
story
few.
about that time that you were there and they bit your neck.
Yeah, he was. I saw him when he was leaving. He had a big old hickey.
I was doing something with Piotr, kind of.
Oh,
Oh!
Piotr was with you. At the
Piotr
Red
doesn't
Sox.
go there.
Huh?
Piotr doesn't go to the wet docks. He told us that he doesn't
he's
go to the
never-
wet
he's
docks.
never
You're
been.
lying.
Are you
That's
two
why-
a thing then?
No. I can vouch. We were doing a joint investigation about business opportunities in the town.
At the wet docks.
He was at the wet docks. I was at the docks.
Which
Not the
one
doctor,
was
but the other
wetter?
I think
This
mine.
one is wetter.
Well, I don't know. Apparently
Yeah.
there was licking and neck sucking at the other one.
Well,
But I mean,
Yeah, but there was lapping
Ocean.
over it the other way, and a lot of the ocean motion.
Fair.
I was
Most
just
notion.
pretending to be someone else, so I just went along with a couple of things. That's
Oh, you're into the role playing, eh?
all. Well,
Too meta. Too meta.
Have you seen him when you pretend to be someone else?
Yes, into the role play, into the role.
You like dressing up like other people? Do you pretend to be other races too?
I mean, well,
Have you met him before? Jeez. That was spot on.
Oh,
yeah,
I
we can
even
tell everyone what we
bet
can do.
he pretends to have different voices.
Yeah, I pretend I have different voices.
Whoa,
Sometimes.
hold up.
Milo,
You look like
Hold
you
up.
could another use
Hold
another
up.
drink, laddie.
Hold up.
Show a drink into Milo's hands.
Thank you, I was out.
Milo, were you going to tell a story? It's your turn to tell a story, I think.
Story. Have,
what's it like
Who-
actually living in the
who
woods?
wants to die? I have a great story has a demonstration.
I don't want to
I
die.
think I'll pass.
It's not real death, it'll look like it. I promise.
Um,
You won't for real die.
Okay, well,
am
if
a
I won't
doctor,
for real
trust me.
die, I can do it.
Okay, now Rhea.
Yes.
are you sure, Ray? He's kind of
I-
messed up right now.
I need you
Okay.
to trust me.
Just be careful.
I trust you with my life.
I'm gonna very quickly pull a knife out of my boot and stab Rhea in the chest.
I don't know what I
ouch.
expected.
What's your next immediate move after doing that? Before I do something.
just hold it there and say, now, hold on. This is the best part of the trick.
What?
Rhea, I know this probably hurts a bit, but it's gonna feel just better in a sec, okay?
I feel
I
like
lose
I
a
have
third level
regrets.
spell slot.
And I pull out the knife, and I pull out a fun liquid that appears to be a nice creamy white, and I splash it where I stabbed Rhea, and her skin knits back together on its own.
Does Ray look okay? Like in the
Yeah,
face?
she looks like she's fine.
Not in the face, probably.
I feel like at first it was like shock and pure horror because I was just stabbed in the chest by someone who I, trusted after saying, I trust you with my life. But then once it heals back together, the drunk and the adrenaline, I just look at it and I'm like, "Woo!"
I'm gonna wipe the blood off your chest. Sorry that I spilled a little bit there. I'm usually much
You
cleaner.
cut my shirt. You owe me a shirt.
I'm gonna go try to take the knife out of Milo's hand while he's wiping down Rhea.
Okay, you can do that. Take the knife out of my hand.
I take the knife out your hand.
I open my hand. It's back in it. It has returning, bitch. And I put it back in my boot.
Oh, now see, there's a trick.
Um,
You want to see a magic trick? Stab. See, the knife is still in her, and it's back in my hand.
I'm going to tell you the story of the first time I've ever been stabbed in the chest by a friend. It was 7 years ago.
Well, now I'm sad.
Ray, are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Good.
Listen,
Are you
that,
okay?
that healed her more damage than I am able to do in 6 seconds.
I mean, you did seem to have your pull-out game down.
Well, I have to. I'm a doctor.
And
Well,
then there's
Tony,
some white
Step
liquid
one,
all
pull
over
out.
her.
tricks for
Step
the
two,
rest of the
spread
night,
the white
Milo.
liquid.
Also, that button was for the dwarf and Milo.
What? Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Oh, I'm a demolitions expert, I guess.
You're a sapper.
I like to make things explode. I think I'm broken.
You're a sapper.
I think he needs more to drink. I'll shove another drink in your hand.
Yeah, thank you.
Ray, have you ever seen the two of them like this before?
No.
Uh,
I don't know.
Dimitri, you're normally the one that's drunk with me instead of them.
You
And
know,
they're like parenting
you're right.
us or something, but it's like I feel like
this
you
one.
know,
This
we
one
don't
sounds
have
too
him
sober.
right now at all.
We don't what?
No, I feel like they've always parented us when we're having fun and getting silly, but I don't know what to do with them.
Have you guys
Older
I
than
think
me.
they
Ever
can take care
heard-
of themselves because
I
they're
hope so.
strong
Have-
independent adult men. So
How many have you had?
speak for yourself.
Oh God.
have I ever told you guys
We're not
about
counting,
the
we're
time I
finished.
did eye surgery?
Well, I'm
No.
going to have
What's
to
a
say no.
Who wants a demonstration?
Pass.
I already went to nose goes.
Oh, okay. I only be able to do it in reverse, but oh my god, check this out. First, I had to convince this guy that he was okay because he was definitely about to murder me. But, second, found him half drowned, but bring him to my clinic. And his eyes are bound and he's got fishy gills. Well, thinking fast. He's obviously not breathing. I covered his gills with a wet towel and I took off his eyes. His blindfold, not his eyes. I'm
took out-
sorry.
I mean, like, I was
Like
about to
it's-
say, that was a bit of intense surgery right off the bat there.
Hold on. It gets weirder. Homeboy's eyes are sewn shut.
Ew.
Right? That looks
That's
weird as fuck
spooky.
on its own. So I drew him a nice cool bath because he needed the water to breathe from the gills. And I
I get. There's a hot bath. Not cold. Hot.
it was hot, sorry. And I made it a thing to get the stitches out of his eyes. And it gets weirder. It had one of these. Actually, like 9 of them in his fucking eyeballs. And I pull out a megalodon shark vial.
It had eyes in his eyes. So sorry, I don't
It
know what
is-
happened to my voice.
In his
It had
eyes.
I lost my accent. It's gone.
Just
Fish
do what
eggs.
I do and quote brave to yourself under your breath until you find it again. If you had a chance to
Fish.
change your fate.
He
Would
looked
you?
fishy to me.
He had eyes in his eyes.
He had sharks in his eyes.
That's fucking
So
weird.
naturally, we flushed all of his blood down the drain and took the eyes.
Wait,
and
wait.
got rid of the body, and that's how I got these eggs.
You killed
Yeah.
him? I thought you said you
Well,
did
he
eye
tried to-
surgery.
Hold on, he tried to kill me first. It was self-defense.
I thought you said that you convinced him to not kill you so that you could do eye surgery.
Well, yes, and then he tried to kill me because I took away the babies of this dark god's. Excuse me. Anyway, he was gonna murder me, so I gave him some tea to calm him down. He calmed down, Piotr drained his blood, and end of story. Good game.
You drained his blood.
Drain someone's blood.
Not drained. not drank. Drained. Like there was no, I couldn't use it
That's
because it was
not
I was going to
contaminated by
say.
dark magic. So you can't
Are you
use it
from
as a
Dirge? If you're drinking blood, that's probably where you're from.
Oh, Oh no, I am from Ravna.
Okay, buddy.
So,
I'm sure you are.
No, seriously, that wasn't my native
What's your
accent.
actual real accent, Pierre?
This, I am speaking in it.
Okay.
Or am I?
Yeah,
I've been talking
there.
with an Aquilian accent for so long, I'm actually not sure anymore.
How many fingers am I holding up?
4?
That depends. How many in your hand behind your back?
That's part of the question. I can't tell you the answer.
well,
In that
not
case,
none, 'cause they're
5.
sideways.
You're an interesting crowd. You'll fit in.
What?
Dimitri, you haven't told enough stories.
Well, I mean, I've kind of been listening to all of you tell stories and such, and watching you all drink half of the barrel. I've had
Ever
my share of it.
You can have the other half if you want it.
No, I'll steady drink it with everybody, but
Dimitri, you want to see who can drink from the barrel the longest?
well, it'll be the longest until it's
He
empty.
can hold his breath.
No, just keep drinking. You can breathe through your nose while you're drinking. It just makes you burn. Excuse me.
Oh, I have a great story. So, there was this one cave that I was working on, some munitions in. This is my job.
You're
And
gonna blow it up.
you
Yeah.
blow it up so that you can get deeper and you find all the gems and the
Oh
ores
man,
and the
can I tell you
minerals.
about the gem I found buried deep in? Sorry. Never mind.
Where did you find
That's
the
sorry.
gem?
That's confidential. That's doctor patient confidentiality.
Was this at the Wet Docks?
No.
I wish it was.
All right then.
It would have been much cleaner, and I would have been better paid.
So we had heard of some roaming tribe being a real problem in the forests nearby the mountain, right?
Probably
just-
elves.
You're really on the elf thing, aren't you, buddy?
No, he doesn't like to be on top of elves at all.
It's the opposite.
He'd rather be far away.
He'd
from
rather
them.
be underneath the elf.
Did you not pick up
Oh,
on
he's
that?
a bottom.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ray, that's not what bottom means, but
He's a Mr. Butts.
it's funny.
Oh. Well, I mean, that does make sense, what with you and Dimitri here.
Hey,
Sorry, me and Dimitri, what?
hey.
You're a couple,
Yeah.
right? I asked earlier, and
How dare you insinuate such things about Dimitri? Just how dare you?
Oh, hey, Seth.
Yeah, how
How's it
dare
going?
you?
all right. Anyways, it wasn't elves, by the way. It was this strange group of people. I'd never seen them before. They had a lot of fur. Didn't really get a good look at them. Very dirty.
Fur on
Sounds
them,
like
like
elves.
they had
Shit, you
hunted
bastards.
animals, or they had fur. Their bodies were covered in fur.
Their bodies were covered in fur.
Furfolk.
Their faces look like.
I've heard of them.
I didn't see too
They're
well,
like-
but their eyes glowed in the dark. It was creepy.
Pop-outs?
What?
What color were their eyes?
It was like a gleaming yellow.
They can see in the
Did you
dark,
follow them?
probably.
While they stole our food and ran off.
Oh, you gotta follow them. I hear.
Well,
that.
we tried, but they went deep into the forest, and we lost their tracks after that. Turns out, Dorers not the best at tracking in the woods. No,
you
in
gotta work-
caves.
You
I've
gotta
gotcha.
work on that, cause if you find it, if you find them, you can get a lot of pussy.
Wait, what? You've heard of these creatures before?
The fur
They
folk.
found out
I
Milo's a
mean-
furry.
the
Watson, come on, man.
legends. But oh man, I used to hear stories about it as a kid. Apparently, they used to trade before the. I don't remember. Why don't I remember?
Oh, it sounds like you need more to drink. Here.
Well, anyways, you were saying they stole a bunch of your food. Did
Thank you.
they take anything else? You know, that's not perishable.
Well, they got a few shiny trinkets. Mostly necklaces, you know, things that dangle.
Right. Is it this point that people notice Piotr's gone?
Oh yeah, so I was going to say earlier, Malivus has been around this whole time. You see him presently passed out on the table where the food was. It's getting pretty late, with underwear on his head and not much else.
Oh,
The Dark Whisper.
he looks like he was having a great time.
Yeah, I'm keeping a distance.
Whisper.
I'm gonna go behind Malivus, and I'm gonna start really quiet, and it's gonna crescendo to be loud, and it's gonna say, "Order up!" And then I'm gonna put a beer, slam it on the table right next to him, and clap him on the back.
Oh,
Say,
he's like on his. Well, he can be on his stomach. Yeah.
Apple eyes.
He's like, ugh.
He's trying to clap
loaded
my back,
belly.
just fucking 5-star
Oh.
stomach.
You
I
found
wasn't asleep. You were asleep.
you found an elf for your friend Piotr to be under.
No, he's.
Tell us
Oh,
about the darkened whisper.
Oh,
dark.
well. See, I have a lot of very epic. You were a sheep or asleep? I have a
did
lot of
fuck up
very
those
epic
goblins.
stories. Too much for mere mortals such as yourself.
I'm not immortal.
I'm not immortal either, but I'm working on it.
Wait, wait.
You see what I did there, whispery boy?
Whispery boy.
That's a good one.
Oh, shh.
Well, there was this one story, though I can tell it, of my exploits with young boy Ethrin.
You
Tell
know,
me everything.
See, when we were both young,
How young? How young?
76. Well, I was 76.
Okay, go on.
Anyways, young Ethrin and I, we ran a detective agency with a squirrel. It was our sidekick.
with this
Was he great at detecting things?
I mean, he was a little nutty, but
I'm sure he wasn't the only one.
Was it a gray squirrel or a red-tailed squirrel? It's important for my mental imagery.
oh, it was a red squirrel named Harold.
I'm listening, just closing my eyes to see it better.
After our first 3 weeks in business, Ethrin actually made it a top hat.
Oh, he made a top hat for the squirrel to wear. I
he
thought you
didn't
were
turn
trying
your
to say
business
he
into
turned it
top
into
hat.
a top hat.
Made it into a top hat.
A tiny top hat.
Oh, damn.
And if you ever talk about this with Lysta, it was definitely something that we were both on board with, and he definitely wasn't picking on me the entire time.
You know Lysta too.
Yes.
She found him in a barrel soaked
In the
with
boat.
piss.
Figure out
Before we got my pig.
Oh, you're one of those shy old elves, right? They all know each other, I think.
Aye, that's right.
Do you think you could smuggle me in? I've heard you've got some great baths.
Well, I might have a few relationships that might need to be sorted out, but see what we can do.
You can take me there?
Wonderful. It's really hard to get an invitation to the Shywood.
Sorry, what was that?
It's really hard to get an invitation to the Shywood.
Yes, especially when most of the Shywood, guards are, have a bit of a history with them, but it's fine. I'm sure enough time has passed.
How much time has passed?
64 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Oh,
Probably fine.
I mean, when it's for lifetime exile.
Wait, you're exiled? How'd you manage that one?
Oh, well, see, there was this incident and it involved a little, it was a small fire. It was a small fire. Anybody could have handled it, but,
But you didn't, huh?
and several dead elk and lots of manure. So much manure.
That much sense. What happened?
Well,
I think he just said fire,
Yeah.
elk, manure.
I'm pretty sure manure is not something you want near fire. You hear about the barn that exploded over in Ravna?
No?
Oh man. Well, turns the old farmer died a while ago. No one else was there. The farm started to fall in disrepair, but nobody let all the animals out of their pens, and so the manure built up. And a traveler was coming by at night, saw a barn, figured, hey, I can sleep in the hay bale for the night, because it's late and they're suspicious. Walked in with a lit lantern, and the barn went up like a 2-ton barrel alchemist fire. Let me tell you, the region smelled like smoke and meat for the next 3 weeks.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, well, it would if there wasn't shit everywhere.
Yeah, that would really bring it down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but like, if you're ever looking for an easy bomb, get a lot of shit. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I do know that, some dried manure is pretty good for starting fires, so.
you just see Malavis's face just go whiter and whiter.
Yeah, is that what happened? Cause like that sounds like an amazing explosion. You should have apprenticed sooner.
Well, I mean, the other thing is if it was piling up in there and it wasn't really being let out, probably methane from the gas that the animals were letting loose and the methane that was releasing from the the manure probably built up.
Hey, this
one of
is a
these
weird
sparking
conversation. Would y'all like to play a card game instead?
Yeah,
Go to bed.
I'm not a fan of cards. I prefer dice.
What if it's a card game you've never played?
prefer.
I'll pass.
Look, I only play cards for money. I'm very good with card money.
That's good to know. That means you can pay me back for the reagents you wasted last week.
I do kind of need some money to start, though.
I got you. I'm gonna reach into my pocket and hand him a handful of coins. Should I roll to see what they are?
If you want.
Depends. Do you care?
You can roll, like, I don't know, 3d6 and then have that be in silver.
Cool. Huh, 9. 9 silver pieces.
Oh, thank you. I will not let you down, young miss.
You're a
Miss.
wrestler lassie, ain't ya?
Miss.
You'll be okay.
Miss Benefactor. Yes. That's what I'll call you. Miss Benefactor.
Her name's Tara.
You should call her Miss Benefactoire. Sounds fancier.
You should call me boss.
Anything you say, boss. Anything you say
And so
No.
the night went.
about that card. Yeah. So you all do some more of that. The night is long.
And full of terrors.
Who else participates in the card game? We can just roll some dice to see how it goes.
I don't gamble
Okay.
unless it's with lives.
I'm gonna win that money off of him.
Okay.
Back.
Go
give
ahead
it
and
to
roll a
Rick back to
D100.
Yeah. There's my D100 combination. Here's
Ah,
the one.
damn. All those.
I rolled
Too many
80.
puns in the chat.
I rolled an 80.
Yeah, you win all of his gold off of him.
Right on. I will sneakily
And-
slip the 9 silver pieces back into Rhea's butt pocket at some point in the night.
And if you want them, the underwear that was on his head.
I don't. I don't.
It depends. What kind of
You
underwear?
can-
It
you can put-
depends.
keep that, maybe
It
put it-
depends. Oh no.
Maybe put it where it's supposed to go.
That's why he never changed barrels, you guys.
Somebody house train this elf.
I mean, hold on. Give the guys like he is over 100. He's bound to be a little weird.
Oh boy.
Lysta's down.
Whenever you guys get back, you will notice a snoring sound coming from like the rafters above, and you will see Pyotr tied to them, like dangling down.
like a upside down, like a bat.
No, like full body mummification, like on one of the struts. Just kinda-
Okay.
I
you-
really want this to have been done by Sasha after she saw how trashed you were. Please.
Sure.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, did he do it to himself?
It's
Yeah, like-
canon.
Boom. Bang.
That's we should just leave him up there tonight.
Every time we use the cannon button, I think it's Alex saying bang in the moment and not Alex saying bang pre-recorded. It throws me off so much.
We don't hear the bang on this end of it.
Oh man, it's
Oh, that's
so
funny.
good. It's so good. Bang.
I we could always just wake him up and get him down.
No,
Milo, this
no,
means
it's better
that
if you keep him up there.
You can crash in and sleep on his bed for the night since he's up there.
Is there
Well,
still
I-
a butt pinata on the bed?
Obviously.
I mean, did he
I'll go
clean it
I'll-
up?
I actually made it a friend.
You're going to
Oh.
walk home.
I'm gonna go home.
All right.
What's the friend for the butt?
It's another butt.
Well, me and Rhea were planning on going into the library, probably either tomorrow or the next day. So, do you want to just meet us there, or should we come find you first?
You both should come find me. I have a few clients to see in the morning.
All right. All right. I guess be safe on your walk.
I'll leave.
Okay.
You hear from the ceiling, "Hey Milo, you got any the alchemist stuff that can knock somebody out for like a day or so?"
Who's asking?
Maybe you guys should talk in the
me,
morning when you're
the ceiling
not
guy.
trashed.
I got something that might work.
Cool. I think I just came up with the best plan ever.
Okay, also I am definitely going with Seth's suggestion that instead of it being another butt, it is depends for the butt.
Oh, that was better.
Every morning, every evening, Pyotr just sees it, that it's still there, picks it up, puts it in the hallway, closes and locks his door, and sleeps.
And every morning he wakes up with it back on the bed.
With the fresh
It's
depends.
still locked.
You've kind of been teaching your daughter some things about getting around that?
You always complain at me for not listening, so I started listening.
Hey, I'm proud of you for this. I mean, I wish
Choice
you used your
time.
skills for purposes other than pranking me, but I'll take what I can get.
I will only use my skills for evil, you know that.
Well, evil's fine, just not toward me.
So many rules.
Right? So many rules. Let's wait till I tell Billy about it. He gets me.
Right, Billy.
He'll let me give him butts all day. Wait.
They might
Sasha?
need to have the talk.
That didn't come out right.
Probably didn't go in right
Please,
either.
please don't kill Billy. That was a slip of the tongue.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Sasha? What have you and Billy been doing while I wasn't around?
It definitely didn't involve any other slips of the tongue. I'm gonna
Rolling
go before I
insight.
say anything else.
She just walks out the front door.
0 point. Well, that was lower, so I'll go with the original. How does a 20 work on perception against her obvious lie?
I mean, I kind of want to leave it up to a group vote if that's actually what's going on.
They're like 10.
Yes.
They're 10.
I
It's too
rolled.
soon for
I-
that. No.
I
10-year-olds
think I
have kids.
think I think he was referring to the like kissing,
Yeah.
not anything more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
innocent stuff that's not too far.
Too soon for tongues.
Okay, fine. They've definitely done something. It's probably not that much. You're probably still mad. I don't know. It's
It
POV.
probably
Better he's
held
dead. Of course he's still mad.
hands. Holding hands leads to dancing, and we all know that that's the devil's trap down the wrong track. Am I right?
What are you, the town from Footloose?
That's exactly what I was going for, so I'm glad it stuck.
So yes. Okay, cool.
Okay. With
Wait,
that,
I'm gonna get in contact with Milo about that poison. I was serious about having a plan.
okay. With that, so I think this is where we're gonna leave off for the night. Started kind of late, so didn't go for as long as I would have liked, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll give the rundown spiel of once I get the thing going. Why are you saying I can't? Okay, I won't put the stream schedule up. Anyways, so
Check out our website to see
check out
our
our
stream
website.
schedule.
fantastside.net.
We do things.
It's
It's not just this.
Thanks for joining us, sticking with us for this show. Catch me on Friday, I guess, where I'll be doing Pathfinder
And
Kingmaker.
tell people where I live to learn how to drive in the rain.
Right though?
That's everywhere. Sorry.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
people
I
drive
I'd
bad.
say Minnesota's actually pretty decent about it because it's like lesser snow,
Well, yeah.
and people have to deal with that a lot.
Minnesota
That's-
is fine when driving in the rain, but the second snow hits the ground.
It's bad the first couple snows of the year, then
Then everyone's a
most
daredevil.
people figure it out.
People where I'm at are usually pretty good about snow, but they do fuck all in the rain.
Also, come say hi to me on Friday evening after you watch Ian on Triumph and Blunder's channel, where we're playing through Cataclysm AE, 5e cyber kind of punk adventure. It's pretty sweet, and we'd love to see you over there as well. They're our friends.
What
Also-
does the AE stand for?
I don't know. AE, that's what it stands for. I think it is AE. They stand for what they are.
Is that advanced edition?
Awesome edition.
Anyway,
After everything.
ask me a question.
Joe,
Accidental explanation.
are
Ask Joe.
you a potato?
I am not a potato, but sometimes I wish I could be because potatoes are delightful, and I'm kind of just a sad
Okay.
person.
I can actually turn that into a stream points thing, like 50 points to hashtag Ask Joe.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Boom.
do that. Do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get it set up sometime before next show.
Yay.
I'll
Anyways,
answer any question.
yeah. Thanks everyone. See you
Bye.
whenever next time.
See you later.